awareness of the importance of sanitation issues is an important part of Sanitation Week, and so is the promise by government to get rid of the notorious bucket system within a year. Joining us from our Pretoria studio this morning is Nomxolisi Mamachala, the Deputy Director in the Department of Water Affairs. Unfortunately, the Minister could not be with us this morning, but thank you so much for coming onto the program. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, government has set itself targets for the elimination of the bucket system and the provision of adequate water and sanitation to all by certain dates. Tell us a little bit more about this.
As government, we have set targets, especially on bucket system, and we are saying that by 2007, we would have eradicated all the buckets that we have in our country, because we don't think that is an adequate facility that our people should have.
Now, also, you know, there's not prioritized in the same way that water supply was. We're talking about, you know, sanitation. Is this still the case right now in the year 2006?
Pardon me?
Saying that water sanitation historically was not prioritized in the same way that water supply was. Is this still the case now, today?
Yes, it's still the case. The priority has been on water to the communities as well. When you go down there and you ask them, what do you want? They will prioritize water than sanitation. That is why, as a department or as the sector, we are trying to raise the profile of sanitation so that our people know that sanitation is also important, because if they don't have the sanitation facilities, we are having now the outbreaks of the waterborne diseases, for instance. And I also think that sanitation is dignity, so our people should have or are entitled to sanitation. That is why our department in 2006 has coordinated the first sanitation week in the country, the first sanitation week in the whole world. We are trying by all means to raise the profile of sanitation so that our people can prioritize sanitation, so that the municipalities can also prioritize sanitation. When they do planning, they can put sanitation first, and they prioritize it so that our people can all have sanitation, and we are able to meet the targets by 2010 as it is stipulated in our policies.
So this week was the very first ever National Sanitation Week. Talk us through some of the activities or some of the planned events that you participated in. This week we are celebrating the Sanitation Week. In all the provinces of our country, we are doing those celebrations. For instance, on Tuesday the 7th, our minister was launching the bucket eradication program in Takastad, Solwana municipality in the Eastern Cape. She gave a flush toilet to Umama, who is 88 years, who was receiving the toilet for the first time in her life, a proper toilet. We are very, very proud as a department. In fact, our minister is very, very proud to hand over that facility to Umamwilefe in Takastad. We are also having today the Baswali Medzi Award, which recognizes the role of youth in education campaigns around water and sanitation related issues. We have grade 6 learners who convey those education messages about health and hygiene through drama, poetry, praise singing, traditional music, and so on. With that project, we are also stimulating the interest of youth in water resource management, careers and sanitation. We are also reviving
our culture. Hence, we adopted the arts as a medium.
Now, just having a look at the theme of the National Sanitation Week, and I think we got a glimpse of it there as we were showing the clip to the viewers, washing hands for a healthy life. Explain why the simple action of washing hands is regarded as so important and was highlighted as the theme for the week.
The washing of hands is key for a healthy life, because if people are not washing hands after visiting the toilet, if they are not washing hands before they handle the food, that becomes a problem. That is how they get the contamination. So the issue of diseases, we think that it's the best if we wash their hands to prevent them.
Thank you so very much for joining us in our studio. Nomkolisi Mamachalya, the Deputy Director of Sanitation, of Water Affairs and Forestry, joining us from our studios in Tshwane. Right, the time now is 16 minutes before 7. We're going to take a break. When we return, Ukhozi FM, over 45 years now to honor